All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go do something real quick. So we're back. We were listening to "Living with a Ghost," that song. All right, so let's continue where we left off. All right, so that's the album. To be honest, it is kind of a step down from Revival, which I thought was very good. Um, I did want a little bit more heaviness, to be honest. I didn't think it was like nearly as heavy. Like I felt like most of the songs followed the same exact like formula. There are some good songs on here, definitely. There are definitely moments on this album that are good. Like, for example, like Come Back to the Quicksand is good. End of the World, Death of Me, Become the Martyr. Those four songs are definitely good. The rest, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine enough to where like it's inoffensive, definitely. But it's my. I think my I don't want to say fears going into this because this album isn't bad at all whatsoever. But my I was wanting a little bit more like something like Revival, like that kind of sound. Reading this interview that I pulled up here from Metal Addicts. No, sorry, for a Metal Insider actually. Like about how this is a darker album than Revival and all that stuff. Like I was expecting a little bit more like like heavier stuff. And I don't like how it's every song is the same radio formula over and over again, like predictable. You know exactly when it's like exactly how the song is going to go. Like some of this stuff feels like it's like you can predict, and it's not. And yeah, Revival had some of that too, but like at least Revival had more impact, like maybe in the production, on the production and on the riffs. Like I'm guessing, like it had more punch. You Will Be the Death of Me feels very streamlined and compare even when the album tries to become something like a track like The Sound of Violence, for example, like it like kind of betrays that in a way to just be the same thing that it always that other tracks on the album have. And I think this is like I think this is their attempt to become more radio friendly and all, but it doesn't work. If they would have added some heaviness to it, then I think it would work. But many of these songs don't. Like they don't like work with that. Like they're good enough for like okay, this is a good hook, whatever. Howard Jones is fine on vocals. I probably will be okay living without some of these songs, to be honest. That's just what it is, honestly. Like tracks like Denying the Sun, which is where I really felt like they really wanted to just not be heavy. They like they have like that sound, but like they abandoned that to be more radio friendly, I think. And the same thing with Living with a Ghost. Like I just think songs like Let Me Fall Apart, like good, it's fine, but it's kind of just okay. More Than Dreaming, like is it's good, but you would be okay not hearing it again, and then it would be fine. This is basically just I don't know how to describe. This is basically just Howard Jones. If you've never heard anything from Howard Jones, like you, this is I don't know how to describe it. Like necessarily, like if you've heard anything that's like Howard Jones vocals, like especially in modern times, then you basically know what to expect. Like if you heard like Sion's song "The Blade" that he did with Jared Dines, which is a good song, like then you pretty much know what to expect. It's formulaic, you know. It's not anything special. It's not anything significant or anything like that. It's streamlined, kind of like this. It's nothing like what Revival was, or even like the Devil You Know when they were called the Devil You Know, with the Beauty of Destruction. That was a good album. Like the Torch, man. Like I was expecting a lot more from this album, and not that this album is bad or anything. It's not, but it's just so plain. Like like I wish they would have done more. I wish they would have done something heavy. Like it's a disappointment, to be honest. Like I wish they would have added just one song like "The Sound of Violence" on this album, or one moment on this album that was like super heavy. Like because yeah, Revival had some of that. I keep saying "Die Alone," "Calm Before the Storm." Those songs, "Raise the Dead," those are like "Safety of Disbelief." Those are like, but there's still like an underlying heaviness that happened and stuff like that. Like "You Will Be the Death of Me" just feels like them going on autopilot, just trying to like they don't seem as interested, and that's a shame because like every one of these band members are talented. You can hear that the solos. Honestly, the solos there's not even that much on the album, and when there is a solo, other than the solo on "Come Back to the Quicksand," it's kind of underwhelming. It's kind of just there. It's kind of just like, oh, 5 seconds of a solo, and then back to whatever predictable riffs there are on the album. Like, I mean, it's not bad. It is. I'm not going to say it's bad, but there should have been a lot more to this album. To be honest, a lot more. And I wish they would have done a lot more to this album. So yeah, "Light the Torch" will be the death of me. It's still I'll still probably pick it up at some point, but I don't know. I just was expecting more from it, to be honest. So that's really all I have to say tonight. I'm sorry I had to split this up into two parts, and it was not because of the internet. It was because there was something going on downstairs, but I still had to finish it up. So yeah, this is Scamp the Wolf signing out. Take care.